Hi guys, good afternoon. So, இன்னைக்கு நம்மளுக்கான டாபிக் வந்து English. So, today's topic is all about English. So, I haven't posted English videos certain for some gap. I recently restarted posting it. So, we have finished last video with runner chaser phase and what is meant by twin flame separation. So I'll just give today's topic is regarding twin flame separation healing. So I'll just give you just about what is just an outline about what is twin flame separation. And so first of all, what should you heal and how should you heal? You should know that. Then only healing will be easy. If you don't have any of the basic idea, then you cannot do healing at all. So basically, what is separation? Twin flame separation. Twin flame separation means, like last video itself I've said, from childhood days we have studied in school, in college, everywhere. Mainly in school, because if it's going to be an engineering student or computer student, he will not know anything about science. So by basic in school we would have studied. So this is our human body. This is the physical parts of the body, and these are the internal organs of the body: heart, kidney, stomach, intestine, that this liver, pancreas, all these things. So just imagine if we would have not studied about the internal organs of our physical body, would we have known about it? Because we don't see, no? See, if we eat food, we know it digests and comes out. The essence of whatever we eat, vitamins and minerals, gets converted into, that's whatever we eat gets converted into the main essence of the energy, gets absorbed in the whole system. Okay, and outside the remaining waste comes as fecus. So if we don't know all the system at all, and if do we keep sitting and watching, seeing our everyday digestive mechanism? Do we see our intestine, how we swallow after it goes to the food pipe, after it gets down in the esophagus, then how it goes into the stomach, or how it goes into the duodenum, how it goes into the intestine? We never see, no? It's just we eat, we get energy. That's what we would have known, isn't it? Just because by basic, from small age, from when we were as kids, from that time onwards, we have been taught in school that these are the internal organs, this is the digestive system, this is how it works, this is the circulatory system, this is how it works, this is blood and heart, this is how it works. So what if suppose we have not been taught? We would have never been known, but we would have known this external physical appearance, because every day we are seeing ourselves in the mirror. Okay, so when we see in the mirror, we know that we see through the eyes, and if we close the eyes we cannot see. This is all with our own experience itself we would have known, isn't it? Whether it's been taught in school or if it's not taught in school. So same way, we have never been taught to feel our feelings. Okay, so just by nature, the way our reactions when we see in the mirror, how our energy flows, actually that is the correct word to tell. Energy flows, and how our vibe is. If we are feeling overwhelmed, we call that joy. If we are feeling very down, energy is drained out, it is called sadness, sorrow. If we are feeling totally off, it is called stagnation. So we have named this energy, how much level it is down or how much level it is up. According to that, we have named each state. Okay, whether it's joy or just happiness or just delightfulness, joyfulness of mind, or whatever it is. Okay, so plus is also named, minus is also named in energy level, energy flow. So this is all with our own experience we have named. But this internal organ specifically we have studied, only because of that we know. If we would have not studied till now, we would have not known this is the actual truth. Same way, from childhood days till now, we have not been taught about the energy within ourselves. We have taught about the body, okay, we have been taught about the internal organs and its functioning mechanism with the fluids which is secreted within the body, and we have not been taught about the energy system which is there within our body. In medical terms, there is nothing called as life, it's only the mechanism system, okay. So for example, suppose you are so sick, it's all about, in medicine it's all about the brain, spinal cord, medulla oblongata. It gives instructions, it receives instructions. Brain is the organ which receives instructions, which gives instructions, and this whole body is wired to the brain. So according to the instructions, to which part the brain gives instruction, the body does that work, okay. So now let us take, you have high fever, you do not have any energy at all, you are just lying down on the bed, you are not able to get up, okay. So you want water, you are very thirsty, you want water, but water is not nearby and nobody is there around you to call them, ask them for water. But your brain is telling you are thirsty and you want water, go drink water and come. Okay, your brain is nudging you to go drink water and come. You are lying down in the bed, you don't have energy, okay. So will you get up and go drink water and come back, or you will be just lying like that only? What happened now? Still your brain is the instruction controller and your body is just wired organ which does. So only when the energy is there, even though the brain instructs, body does the work. When the energy is not there, even though the brain instructs, body cannot work. So energy plays a vital role. But medicine and medical sciences talks only about the mechanism, not about the energy. Okay, so now in this separation consciousness, I am going to talk about the energy and feelings. Okay, so we have energy, and that energy is not being spoken about at all. That energy is present within us as liveliness. Okay, so there is something called mind, brain, higher self. There is something called brain, mind, higher self, divine self. Okay, these four components are there. So brain, I have said, body is a wired organ which acts according to the brain. Mind is an organ which wishes for things. I want this, I want this, I want this, or I don't want this. If I see him, I'm getting irritated, I don't want to stay around. This all comes from the mind. So this mind is called as the, brain is called as the conscious organ. Mind is called as the subconscious organ, which is also called as brain, and this conscious organ is called as the adult self. Okay, this mind is called as the subconscious thing and your inner child. Okay, to this mind, okay, there is something called as higher self. So the energy within, the energy package within you has two things: internal, which is inborn, internal vital energy, and external energy. External energy is the energy which you get through the food, okay, that is for the physical actions. And this external energy is also in the energetic spiritual realm. We call it, see, whatever you see. Okay, you wish for those things. Now I want this churidar, I want that chocolate, I want this cake, I want this red velvet. So this is all external energy. And what is like internal energy is like inbuilt within you. When you come, there is deep desires. Now I cannot live without my dreams. I cannot even imagine a life which is not my dreams. I can't live the life which is not out of my dreams. So this is all deep desires. I want only this career. I cannot do any other job. This is my passion and I want to pursue this passion as career. This is all deep desires. This is all internal vital energy. Okay. Same way, this internal vital energy gives you guidance also. This external energy is from mind, subconscious. This internal vital energy is your unconscious mind, which is also called as your higher self. So your liveliness energy has both internal energy, external energy. So this external energy is low in vibration, which is according to the social conditioning and according to the norms. So this brain will see, if your in external energy is wishing for, that is your mind, your subconscious mind, your inner child is wishing for, I want this, like if it is wishing for your twin flame, for example, let us take that as a topic itself, twin flame only, na? So wishing for twin flame, and if the twin flame is not going to be accepted by the society, your brain will never put tick mark, because the brain itself is designed only to accept what society will accept. Whatever your mind can wish for, that is up to your mind, but brain has to put tick mark now for that wish to come true. But whichever society does not acknowledge or accept, brain will never put tick mark. So this mind is always in a lower consciousness, okay? And the subconscious mind is divided into two halves, upper half and lower half. This upper half is connected to the brain. See, I am wishing for chocolate, I am wishing for sari, I am wishing for chudidar. This is all connected, very superficial wishes, which is connected. This is all external wishes, which is connected to the brain, okay? So even if it gets rejected, or even if it is even if the brain doesn't want to reply with some caution, nothing, like if brain is not even bothered about it, mind is also not bothered about it, because it's all superficial wishes. But this lower half of the subconscious mind is connected to the unconscious mind, which is the higher self, which is in complete high vibration, which is connected to the universe, okay? So when these deep desires are being rejected, see, if I am a BDS person, I'm dentist. So instead of pursuing the dentist career, I want, my deep desire is to live my life purpose. I want to pursue my life purpose as my career and make it into a profession. And if world does not, if the society does not accept this, brain will never put tick mark for that. And you have to keep on working on a career which you don't like, or which doesn't give fulfillment, emotional or soul fulfillment to you, okay? So you are keeping on doing that job only instead of pursuing your life purpose. So this all comes from your deep desires. This all comes from your unconscious mind, the lower side of the subconscious mind, which is the internal energy, okay? Same way, I can't even live with anybody else which is not my twin flame. I can live only with my twin flame. This is also deep desire, which is in the lower half of your subconscious mind, okay? So which is connected to the higher self, unconscious mind. So this all is being never taught in any school from the childhood days, okay? So this mind is the reflection of who you are. This brain is the reflection of what your adult conditioned self is. To the world you show your dynamic talented self, and you always live according to the society, how society is expecting you. That is your conscious self, brain. This conscious self is a reflection of that conditioned society. Your mind is the reflection of your deep desires, as well as small your wishes, superficial wishes, worldly wishes, okay? And your unconscious mind is the complete reflection of your deep desires, without which it cannot live, okay? So these deep desires, and this unconscious self is also very, very knowledge version of yourself, who has gained that knowledge from the universe, okay? So now, just because you are a reflection of your mind, okay? And from your childhood days, you have been trained only to live according to your brain, and not according to your subconscious mind, unconscious mind, that is according to your higher self, okay? So from where did you get all this knowledge? Brain get all this knowledge. Brain, the school where you went, you have been taught this is how you have to behave, this is how you have to learn, this is how you have to eat, this is how you have to live life. And from your family circle, you have gained all the knowledge. Okay, this is how you have to live, this is how people become successful. So history is written by Victorians, so even if you are also going to be successful only, people will talk about you. It doesn't matter whether you're satisfied or not, you have to be successful. This is what society has taught you, the family around have taught you, and the peer group influence. Somebody has very costly mobile, somebody has very costly shoes, somebody comes to the school in a very costly car, then I also should have that. In order to have that, I have to study well, earn so much, so that I can also get that and live to that standards. Whether I'm satisfied or not, whether I want that or not, I'm not bothered. This is what society taught you. This is how brain got all those knowledge. So brain, this many days until now, brain has been teaching the mind, this is how you have to live. Okay, whether brain has never been bothered about the deep desires of the mind, subconscious mind. This mind is the reflection of you. Okay, so now there are deep desires for your mind in the sense lower half of the mind, which is connected to your unconscious mind, higher self. So when you grow up, this is all from childhood days, how much ever you brainwash your mind, how much ever the brain brainwashes the mind, it will keep on accepting, telling okay. But after a certain point of time, its tolerance level crosses. So it starts to think, I cannot live a life like this. Okay, so on that time when it crosses, it cuts the connection with the brain. Okay, so when mind, you see, brain, how brain functions is, even if the mind is fighting with the brain, even if the brain brain is not accepting for whatever mind asks for, but still there is communication between brain and mind, then brain will be working its day-to-day routine life in a normal phase. But when mind cuts the connection, just because you're always making me live whatever you tell only, whatever society accepts only, you are not even interested in what my wishes, and you're not allowing me to live my wishes like that. When the brain thinks, mind thinks like that, and mind goes very vexed up, and goes very lonely, and goes very empty, meaningless, hopeless, all that time, just mind cuts off the connection from the brain. Okay, so mind goes and sits in a corner, and this disconnect between the mind and brain, it affects the brain so much. Brain becomes so much stagnant. Oh, mind didn't talk to me, I don't know what mind is doing. Oh, I harmed the mind, I do not know what to do, how to march forward. It always keeps thinking about the mind only. That is how parents do. Now parents, when we keep on talking, fighting, also parents don't bother. When kids cut the connection with the parents go very bothered and stagnant, isn't it? Same like that here, the brain goes very stagnant, it can't march forward. Now it comes into terms with the mind, so then it starts thinking, so oh, I should have valued the mind's wishes. So it starts to listing out what all mind wanted to do, and it starts to think, I have to make mind's wish come true, because I have literally ignored what all mind has asked me, like that. This moment is called that selfish love is turning. Living according to the society is selfish love, and now wanting to make the mind's wishes come true is self-love. So this point is called self-love. So this is all is being never taught in school. Okay, so when my brain starts to think how to, because it doesn't have any idea, it doesn't have any knowledge or information already stored, how to bring the mind's wishes into reality, into truth. Okay, so like that. So brain keeps on thinking day and night without sleeping. It doesn't get sleep in that restlessness. It becomes very restless, very tensed up. It doesn't eat food. It doesn't rest in peace. It doesn't sit at one place. All the time it keeps on thinking how to bring my mind's wishes into reality, how to make my mind live that dreams in reality all this time. So now this, because that deep desire is from unconscious mind, the lower side of the subconscious mind. Okay, so this unconscious mind starts to talk to the brain, so that inner voice is heard. So brain starts to listen. So for its brain's questions, how can I make these dreams come true? For that, this higher self starts to talk to the brain, and brain calmly starts to listen to that and take action towards that and brings it into reality. Okay, so this is how now higher self starts to play a role. So there is something called as higher self also within us. This is not being taught in school. So just because we don't have the knowledge about this brain, at least we would have in daily basis. We do things and we know there is something called mind, and mind wishes for this and that. But this unconscious self, this higher self, we would have not had any knowledge about. So we have been kept hidden about the knowledge of higher self, and so we ourselves were not aware of it, and we ourselves separated us from that higher self, and we are living only from the point of brain and mind. We have never thought about the higher self. This is truth, no? So from childhood days we have never been taught, and we have never even a spark didn't click for us. So we don't know anything about higher self. So now and from childhood days nobody taught like you have to value your inner voice, you have to live only according to your inner voice, you have to take action for whatever your inner voice teaches you. Nobody taught us that. Instead, what we have been taught is you have to live only like how society will accept you. You have to live only like how society wants you. Whatever wishes you can have, it's like it's okay. All the wishes don't come true. Don't keep sitting and daydreaming about your wishes. Live in the practicality. Practicality is how society wants you. See, if your father wants you like that, your mother teaches, you have to fulfill that expectation. You have to be like how your father expects. And after marriage, you have to live like only how your husband expects. And you have to fulfill all the wishes of your mother-in-law, father-in-law, all your married family side. This is how we have been taught now from childhood days. We have never been taught about higher self at all. Okay, even they themselves didn't have any knowledge about the higher self. This higher self is our spiritual twin. Okay, this higher self is our divine masculine, which vibrates very high and which has got the knowledge from the universe, and which guides us and which teaches us all the spiritual knowledge and universal laws, knowledge about universal laws and how universe functions and how we can function along with the universe and co-create all our dreams into the reality, and so that mind can experience and enjoy all its dreams in reality, living it. Okay, so we never knew there is something called this twin flame concept or higher self concept or this divine masculine concept, and we never knew that divine masculine is within us only, and this is how divine masculine plays a vital role in our life from within us, teaching us, guiding us, and he is our actual spiritual guru. We never knew all this. We have never been taught all this. So from childhood days we have been taught you are not fit for anything, you are not good at doing anything, just listen to what we tell, just do what we tell, you just act according to our dictating things, and when you do something you usually fail only, you usually don't success in anything. If you are going to be like this, even if you grow up, you are not going to succeed in. This is how we have been brought up till now. You are unfit for everything. So they separated us from our self-worth, self-valueness, self-esteem, self-image. We have been always been in guilt, shame and inferiority complex from childhood days. Now if we would have known from childhood days there is something called this higher self, which is our unconscious mind, and it has got all the knowledge. We would have got the practice of self-talk from the childhood days itself. So we would have known how to value our inner voice, we would have known how to listen to our inner guidance, we would have known how to take action towards our inner guidance and make our dreams come true. We would have not been dependent upon anybody. We would have not been separated ourselves from our higher self or self-worth or self-value or self-guidance or self-enlightenment and self-empowerment, isn't it? So just because we do not know anything about higher self or this unconscious mind or all these universal knowledge, all these things, we have been kept separated, we ourselves separated from all these things. This is called separation consciousness. Now as you grow up, as you have to, at what age you are listening to this video, now you know the concept of brain as consciousness, adult parent, and your mind is your subconscious mind, your inner child, emotional side, and your higher self is the unconscious side, which is the spiritual guru for you, who is your divine masculine. So you are the feminine matrix, you are living in the matrix, and he is your divine masculine. So you both are not separate, you are already in union throughout the life. How many incarnations you take, only this outside body changes, inside energy is the same only. So you are separated only in all births, you are united only in all births. You have never been separated at all. This is the truth. So this, knowing this truth and living with your divine masculine and practicing self-talk with your divine masculine and having a heart-to-heart conversation with your divine masculine is actually the separation healing, and gaining this knowledge. I am not separate from my divine masculine. My divine masculine lives within me. Who I am is my divine masculine also. Our core values are same. Our belief system is same. Our consciousness is same. We share one consciousness. We live within one shell, and we are not at all separate. Our ideas, analyzing things, our future visions, our core values, our way of life, what we want to live, everything is just one and the same, because who I am is my twin flame, divine masculine also. Who I am is my higher self, my deep desires or my higher self. So I am my deep desires and I am my higher self. I am the matrix feminine and I am my divine masculine. So you are not separate from your divine masculine. Always practice self-talk. So mind talks to the higher self, mind tells its wishes to the higher self, or brain asks its doubts, because brain is the one who has to give the instruction to the whole body, make the body work and get things done and make the mind's wish come true. So brain should practice the mind talk with the self-talk with the higher self, and should get the answers from the higher self. Value that inner voice, accept and take seriously about that inner voice, and take step to make the inner child's dreams come true. This is how you can heal your separation consciousness. So next video is all about how to communicate with your divine masculine. Now you have known there is something called divine masculine. So now you want to know more details about how you can communicate with your divine masculine, isn't it? So just because I'm a feminine, I'm always telling my higher self is divine masculine. If you're a masculine watching this, your higher self is divine feminine. So how to communicate with your divine feminine? Okay, so let us see in the next video. Until then, bye.